Nobody will ever understand you. Not your friends, not your family, not a therapist. Nobody. But at the end of the day, you're the only person that is going to be with you until the very end. And I know it sounds harsh, but it's the truth. And you have to accept it. And the moment you do, your life will start changing. And look, things can help you. Therapy can help you, friends can help you, even books can help you sometimes. But when you look at the truth, it's all you. Everything completely falls on you. Because you gotta put in that work. And look, some people, they'll go to a therapist and expect to be fixed just like that. But it's not some form of magic. It's really not. And it's not even like a real science. It's not like biology, chemistry, physics, or whatever, where you have actual laws that apply for everybody. No, psychology is pretty individualistic. And even when you look at psychiatrists, which will give you medication like literal pills to help you, yeah, those work like 50% of the time. Only 50% of the time. And psychiatrists are even more expensive than psychologists. And even psychologists, you pay them upwards of like $100, $200 per session. And for example, in the US, if you want that covered by the insurance, they have to give you a diagnosis the first session. And guess what? That shit is gonna be on your record forever, basically. And a lot of the times, they'll misdiagnose you. So medication doesn't help that much. And there are obvious risks. And even for the people whose medication works, after a certain period of time, they built up resilience and tolerance for the medication. So the doctors have to up their medication, right? Up their dose. And you know what happens? Everything actually gets worse. Because side effects, they get worse. Sometimes people will feel like their initial depression was a lot easier than what happened after they got their medications lifted. And some people will even like build up a need for them. So it's all in all horrible. But even with all of that, the only long lasting change that will come from any form of therapy or anything completely falls on you. It's all your work. If a client isn't putting in the work, a therapist who we talked about, like they're not actually as helpful as most people think, they can cut you off. They can say, nah, they're not putting in enough effort. I don't want to see them anymore. That can happen. So it's completely on you. If you want to change your life, it's yours to change. And I personally am completely against therapy because you're listening to advice. You're paying huge amounts of money for advice that maybe won't work for you. And they won't teach you anything. They might like help you for a short period of time, but they will not teach you their ways. So is it worth it? Now look, the fact that your mental health is completely on you might sound very scary at first. And how it sounds horrible, because if you've got bad mental health and somebody tells you it's fully under your control, you're gonna be angry. You're gonna say, no, it's not. There are so many problems outside of me that I have to deal with. They're causing personal problems and mental health issues for me. But it's the truth. You have full control over it. And if you actually listen to that and take it as word of advice, it's amazing news. That means that everything can change. Right? Isn't that beautiful? It's amazing. So all you have to do is learn what problems you're facing and start improving on them. It's that simple. Now, some people might say, well, I can't do it. I'm too weak. But that's not the case. It's really not the case. Your mind is one of the strongest things there is on this planet. And I'll prove it to you. Think about placebo, right? Placebo is literally your mind healing your body. You can believe that you're taking medication, but it's just sugar pills. And that can help you. So your mind is actually pretty strong. So it's not the mind that is the problem. And hell, when you look at the SSRIs, the pills that they give you to help you out with your mental health problems, you know how we said that it's 50% chance that they're gonna work? You know what's the placebo effect? 30%. 30% success rate. So, what does that tell you? They literally develop pills that are maybe working a third better than placebo, than just thinking that you're having all these pills and all this medicine to improve your mental health. Nope. It's all in your head. So your mind is actually pretty strong. So that's not the problem. So what is, It's the fact that you're living on autopilot. Why are you living on autopilot? Why don't you do things after thinking about your steps? Why don't you think about your steps and then do the things? Why not? That's how it should be. So you just need to take control of your mind. It's actually that simple. And I'll show you how to do that. It's just the most generic and sometimes maybe the most boring information that you need. It's just applying some good habits to your life. And the most effective habit that you can implement is literally writing down your feelings and your problems. All you need to do is just take a piece of paper or a notebook or a journal or whatever, and just start writing. That's all needs to happen. And then later, you can analyze it and go over it and figure out, look, did I overreact? And most of the times, you're gonna overreact. That's what you're gonna find. Because a lot of mental health problems, when you look at the DSM-5, they're not grounded in reality. as harsh as it sounds, they're not grounded in reality. So, funnily enough, you just need to learn to think logically. The most important thing that you can do for your own mental health is to realize that it's completely in your control. And when you realize that, and you actually start putting in the work, your life is going to get so much better. So, take your first step today. Start journaling about your problems. Write down what problems you're dealing with. Whenever you're experiencing some deep negative emotion, write it down. Literally the best thing you can do. And there are other habits that you can apply, like, I don't know, meditation, working out, reading more, educating yourself, especially on psychology, because you're a human after all. Why not learn how your mind works? Why not? It's knowledge that you're gonna take to the grave. It's knowledge that can make your life amazing. It's the difference between depression on your deathbed and happiness and fulfillment. Knowing that you did everything you could to be happy and to enjoy your life and every single moment to its fullest. And there is one more actionable step that you can take to improve your mental health. And that's subscribing to my channel. I'm gonna be sharing anything and everything, all the secrets to how I got out of my depression, anxiety, BPD, whatever. How I did it, and how you can do it too. Because I'm not special. I'm just like you, I'm a human. The only difference is that I've decided to put in the work and to learn. And that's all it takes. And I'll teach you how to do everything. So let's do it. You and me, we can succeed. And I believe in you.